Ready to hit the sight reading? Week number 2, we're talking about subdivision today. Subdivision is a rhythmic breakdown, right, that accurately divides all of your beats within the measures. Common subdivisions that we're going to focus on today include breaking the beat apart into 1 E and A, or 4 16th notes, but also 8th notes, 1 and 2 and we're going to demonstrate this by clapping. We're going to get started with that. So let's look at our clap warm-up, which is exercise A. See it? Now, several world-class educators that I know use this method because they want to isolate the rhythm only and teach and inform you about rhythm. We want you to do the same thing. Pay close attention to the accents and when they change, even as you're clapping. So you're not messing with buttons, you're not messing with air, all you're thinking about is your hand. So really rhythm and style in this case. Do it with confidence. Just like singing, we're just going to do it accurately and it's going to show when you're playing. Here's exercise A on your hands. And 1, 2, ready. Aren't they fine clappers? We hope you're a good clapper too. We're on to exercise B. Same thing as exercise A. Now we got 8th notes, still got some accents. Check those out. Learn by the feel how to make each 8th note in time, in pulse. Chuck, 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 chuck. Even. Make them comfortable. Let them lay into the beat nice and comfortably. Here's exercise B, still on your hands. And 1, 2, and. Very fine. Boy, they're just nailing those accents down. Hope you are. We're on to exercise C. This is the same concept as the previous exercises. Learn by the feel how to get these 16th notes in time. Chuck, 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 chuck. Feel the pulse in the subdivision. Here's exercise C. 1, 2, ready. Brilliant. Now, when you are a famous clapper, you send me an email and let me know how well you're doing. We're on to exercise A, rhythmic fundamentals. For this exercise, you have to subdivide the 8th note. We want chuck, 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 chuck. Inside, an internal pulse. That's what we're trying to develop within you right now, is not just an awareness of the beat, but an awareness of the pulse, the subdivision inside the beat, to line all your beats up and keep them even and perfect. Think of the 8th note track. Chuck, 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 chuck. Somebody constantly beating on your head with 8th notes, maybe not that, or clapping, but here's exercise A. And we're playing 1, 2 on A. Lovely sound all through those tenutos. They've got internal pulse going chuck, 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 chuck. Very, very important. Hope you're hearing that inside you as well. Exercise B now. This is just a variation of exercise A. We want you to practice the same things here. That's what the goal for this exercise is, develop that internal pulse. Treat each rest that you see as a silent note. May our silences be more accurate. That is one thing that a mentor told me all the time. Place the rests where they go as if they are notes. It's super important. Otherwise, they'll fall out of time as well. You have to subdivide the rests as well. Here's exercise B. 1, 2 on B. great balance. They're listening to all those things as well as subdivision, counting carefully, but also matching pitch and blending their sound into the ensemble. Hope you're doing that. Make sure the TV volume's up loud enough so that you can hear pitch and blend into the sound that's coming out. We're on to exercise C. Here is when you start that 1E and a subdivision. We're thinking 16th notes now, like we did earlier. 1E and a, chuck, 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 chuck. Think of the 16th note track in the background. That's what we want. As always, never sacrifice your fundamentals while you're playing these. You want fast, high air directed into the instrument and a nice light tongue for the articulation. On to C. On C, 16th note pulse. Be very careful. Count your rests, place your rests. Here we are. 1 and 2 on C. Lovely sound. They're blending, they're balancing, they're listening to pitch the whole time, and they're even making their articulations consistent amongst the group. Hope you're doing that too. We're on to section 3, exercise A. We got a steady 8th note. Oh, what have we been doing since before now? Well, this is what we're doing now in order so that you can see the time changes, the meter changes, however the 8th note pulse does not. The only change here is the number of beats in a measure. The 8th note is getting the exact same time, chuck, 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 regardless of how many beats are in the measure. We're still thinking about fast air, light tongue, supported great firm embouchure, perfect tone. Exercise A, here we are. And 1, 2, and... execution, great consistent articulation among the ensemble. Hope you're taking that skill away from this as kind of a side little thing. We're on exercise B of section 3. The feel is extremely important here because the measure changes from a duple to a triple feel, but still the 8th note is chuck, 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 chuck. It's just where the accent falls. So you're getting chuck, 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 right? Pay close attention to where the accents fall. That's going to help you line up the placement of the 8th notes. Check your posture now. Are you sitting up straight? Do you have great air exiting? And do you have air behind the air supporting your sound? Here's exercise B. And 1, 2. Note thing. Are you managing those well? Hope you are. We're on to C. We're going to combine what you learned today. We're going to wrap it all up. You have to use your 1E and a, 1E and a, or 1T teta, whichever one you use for subdivision, while keeping your 8th note constant in this case. Don't use this just for sight reading, duh. We want you to take this into all of your musical experience. Subdivision is crucial for any exercise, something that you know extremely well. You still want to subdivide to keep the exact pulse and the tempo consistent if you need to do that in whatever exercise you're working on or piece of music. That's why constantly practicing with a metronome is utterly crucial. If you don't have one, I highly recommend one. Here's exercise C. Yep, this is the last one, right, Kevs? Here we go, man. And C, 1, 2, ready. Yes. Did you get it? I hope you got that last 8th note. You're so good, guys. Congratulations, you made it through. Sight reading week number 2. Hope you're doing great with the rest of the curriculum. We'll see you back here for Sight Reading 3 next week. Do the right arm later on. Woo!